So this is our practice of Nanzo Noho, or the soft ointment meditation. So beginning by just easing ourselves into posture. You might like to make some small adjustments, perhaps roll the shoulders or loosen the neck. Maybe growing a little taller through the spine if you're seated. Just coming into whatever posture feels comfortable, but still with an alertness and a dignity to our posture. And an intention for this practice might be to explore the inside of the body just now. Maybe also bringing some self-compassion to whatever we find here. And noticing how it is to do that. And our motivation, just checking in with that for a moment or two as well. How might it be helpful to befriend the body in this way? To offer ourselves some internal care and attention. And then let's begin, as we often do, by coming to the breath. Just noticing breath arising and falling. Maybe seeing if we can slightly deepen the breath. So no forcing is necessary here, but finding a way to connect with more of a soothing rhythm, whatever that means for you. It may be a slightly slower breath or a longer exhale. Just easing our way in. And if the mind feels quite active or busy or distracted, we could introduce a count, maybe to 3 or 4, whatever number feels right on the in-breath, and then counting to that same number on the out-breath, just by way of equalizing the breath. So staying connected with the feeling of each breath, where we notice movement in the body, Seeing if we can invite a soothing quality to the breath, and perhaps counting if that feels helpful. And then letting go of any counting, just beginning to widen awareness out to the whole of the body, noticing any sensations that are asking for our attention. Noticing any particular parts that might feel tight or contracted in any way. Noticing too the solidity of the ground beneath us. And then we begin this soft ointment imagery or visualization or feeling. So somehow imagining that we have a small ball of soft ointment at the crown of the head, maybe the size of a duck egg. And this might be as a liquid or mist or light. And the heat from our body rises and softens this ball of fragrant, healing ointment, allowing it to soften and to begin to flow down over the body, but also within the body. So it can also flow through our tissues and organs. So somehow imagining that this soft, fragrant, healing ointment is beginning to seep down into the head, bathing the brain, also down over the face, seeping into the little muscles of the eyes, the temples, the forehead, bringing with it a soothing quality, a softening. And this healing, fragrant ointment continues to flow down through the head, around the ears, over the nose and the mouth, down over the back of the head and the scalp, just releasing, relaxing, and restoring. It flows down into the jaw, releasing any tightness or tension there. and more of this soft healing ointment flows down through the head into the neck and the throat, flowing down not through just through the physical body, but also through the emotional body. So if there's any emotions that feel challenging, this soft healing mist or liquid can also melt away, softening tension, bringing understanding and healing. And yet more of this mist or light or liquid flows down into the shoulders, down the front of the chest, down through the rib cage, also flowing down the back of the body. Just noticing where we feel it might be helpful for this healing ointment to travel to, down through the upper part of the back, lubricating the spine, all the joints of the spine. More and more of it flowing down through the upper arms, seeping down to the elbows, and down into the waist, the mid-back, down into the stomach, bringing whatever is needed. And this healing ointment may bring a sense of temperature, or it may have a feeling quality. So more and more of this healing ointment or mist flows down through the torso, down to the lower back, softening, releasing, down into all the internal organs, down into the lower arms, sinking down into the body, bringing a softening, bringing a sense of self-compassion. Flowing down into the wrists and the hands, bringing relief and healing into the joints of the fingers and the thumbs, down to the fingernails and the tips of the fingers. And more of our healing ointment flows down through the body, through the torso, infusing and flowing through the hip joints and the pelvis. Yet more and more, flowing down over and within the body, down into the upper parts of the legs, flowing and lubricating down into the knee joints, flowing down over and within the lower legs, softening, healing. This ointment or milk-like liquid flowing down into the feet, bringing relief for any tired muscles or ligaments, tendons. Filling the toes, just noticing how it is to receive this stream of healing liquid or light, washing the whole body clean from the crown of the head right the way down to the tips of the toes. And as more and more of our healing ointment flows down through the body, it begins to accumulate in the feet, so that this light or mist or liquid begins to build up and to fill the whole of the feet, back up past the ankles, the lower parts of the legs, more and more flowing down to fill the body past the knees, gradually filling up the whole of the legs, past the hip joints, bathing the internal organs once more on the lower back, right up to the navel, just below the navel. So the top half of the body has been completely cleansed, washed clean, and the lower part of the body has a sense of stability, of groundedness. There's a weightiness to the lower part of the body that reminds us of our connection with the ground beneath. It's helping us to feel a little more stable and secure. Top half of the body refreshed, cleansed, light, and the lower half equally healed and restored, but with a sense of groundedness. Just noticing how that feels. And then you can either allow any imagery or sense of this liquid to gradually fade from the mind, or you might like to visualize a opening in the base of the toes, just underneath, behind the toes, in the middle, across the ball of the feet, that can open, allowing this healing liquid to drain from the body, but still with a feeling or a quality that sense of being healed and refreshed and restored can stay with us. And as we come towards the end of the practice, just taking the last moment or two to simply rest in this body. Nothing to do and nowhere to go. And we might end with a wish that these seeds of mindful self-compassion that we're sowing within us will continue to grow and grow, and that we can share them with other beings around us in daily life and beyond.